In Stockton, the University of the Pacific is holding events all month long celebrating Black History Month. Their focus this year is empowering voices and defining their own narratives. And this morning, I'm joined by a special guest, Mary Lomax Scaraduzzi, who is the Vice President of Diversity, Equity, and Inclusion at the university. And you're highlighting a number of events this month. What are you most excited about?
I'm excited about bringing people together. I'm excited about our students and our faculty and staff to be able to learn more about representation, to be empowered, and to also just to celebrate the contributions and achievements of so many people in our own community as well as across the country.
And who will you be featuring during the presentations for Black History Month?
Well, we have a lot of events and we have a couple of signature ones, both in Stockton and Sacramento campuses. We have Chris Haynes, who is an NBA insider, a sports journalist who actually is from the Central Valley, born and raised in Fresno and lives in Sacramento, and he's coming back. He'll be bringing two NBA stars who I cannot disclose who that is, but we're really excited to have Chris join. I think Chris is going to be really empowering because he's a young journalist and he can really talk about the road of becoming a professional in communications. And I just think that we just think that he's going to be a fabulous, inspirational person. And in Sacramento, we have John Burris, who is considered the godfather of police litigation. He is a civil rights giant. He'll be here at the McGeorge School of Law here and at the Guild Theater. And we know that he's going to be in person. There's a new documentary about his life and his life's contributions. He has been a hero in so many ways around social justice. And so these ideas of representation that Chris is going to be talking about, and John will be talking about, you know, what is our responsibility around issues of justice and law, and the long storied career he has. We're excited about the two of them. But we also have some other things happening as well.
And it sounds like this is not just for your campus community,
Absolutely.
Your students, high school students as well, right? Families?
Yeah, absolutely. The Chris Haynes event, which will be in our Stockton campus, University of the Pacific Stockton campus, is going to be open to the entire community. And we will want to have students from the K-12 community as well as our own students there, our families, et cetera. And we think that that is really going to be an opportunity, particularly since it highlights the National Basketball Association. We think, and there's going to be a couple of stars. I think that'll be great. But there's also performances. You know, the University of the Pacific is the oldest and first institution of higher education in the state of California. And we also happen to have the first conservatory of music west of the Mississippi.
That's impressive.
And very, very impressive. And so we know a thing or two about music education. So we're bringing some individuals who will be providing performances that are open to the community. We have a lovely soprano, Lisa Williamson, who was sung at the military installments before, as well as a jazz pianist who will be participating in a master class and then having a jazz performance for the community, Grammy nominated Orwin, and we're just really excited about him coming as well.
That's terrific. Let's take a look at the screen to see the number of events that you are having in the community and just celebrating Black History Month. Mary, thank you so much for being here with us. We appreciate your time.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Of course, Mike.